Hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation on unleashing your creativity through Impressionist photography. First, let me explain what Impressionist photography means. Impressionist photography is a unique style of art that differs from traditional photography in many ways. Rather than capturing a scene in a detailed and precise manner, Impressionist photography focuses on capturing a scene's mood, atmosphere, and emotions. This is achieved by using various techniques such as intentional camera movement, selective focus, and creative use of color and light. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, Impressionist photography can help you express your creativity and see the world in a new way. In this presentation, I will show you examples of Impressionist photography and share some tips on how you can create your own. Impressionist photography is a style of photography that emerged in late 19th century, influenced by the Impressionist art movement in painting. Impressionist photographers sought to capture the essence and mood of a moment rather than simply documenting it. In the early days of photography, cameras were bulky and difficult to use, and photographers were limited to taking static, posed portraits or landscapes. However, with the development of more portable cameras and faster film, photographers could capture movement and blur, allowing them to experiment with new ways of representing the world. In the 1880s, photographers such as Edward Muybridge began using multiple exposures to capture motion, resulting in ghostly, abstract images that hinted at the world beyond what the human eye could see. By the 1890s, a group of photographers in France, including Robert Demachy, began experimenting with soft focus and blur images, using techniques such as defocusing and lens manipulation to create dreamy, ethereal images that emphasized mood and atmosphere. Impressionist photography continued to evolve in the early 20th century, with photographers like Alfred Stieglitz and Edward Steichen incorporating the style into their work. Stieglitz, in particular, championed the idea of photography as a form of personal expression, and his magazine camera work featured many Impressionist photographers alongside other avant-garde artists. With the advent of digital photography, creative techniques have become more accessible than ever before. Digital cameras allowed you to experiment with different shutter speed and exposure time easily, and the ability to preview images instantly allow for quick adjustments and refinements. To create impressionistic images, you must first have a solid understanding of the basics of photography. Knowing your equipment and its limitations is crucial. Once you are familiar with your tools, you can begin experimenting and exploring the creative possibilities that Impressionist photography offers. The beauty of Impressionist photography lies in its freedom to experiment and break traditional rules. Unlike other genres, Impressionist photography encourages you to move the camera during exposure, play with light and shadow, and explore different techniques to create a dreamlike and ethereal atmosphere. Impressionist photography is ideal for those who want to express their creativity in a unique way. Creativity is an essential aspect of human experience that has the power to transform the world around us. It is the force that drives innovation, inspires us to think outside the box, and pushes us to challenge the status quo. At its core, creativity is about using our imagination to create something new and meaningful. It is a fuel that drives artistic expression, scientific discovery, and social progress. In Impressionist photography, creativity plays a crucial role in capturing the essence of a scene and infusing it with emotion and imagination. By understanding the key elements of creativity, we can unlock our full creative potential and unleash our unique vision onto the world. So let's have a close look at the key elements of creativity. These elements include inspiration, imagination, and innovation. Inspiration is the spark that ignites the creative process. It can come from many sources, such as nature, art, music, or personal experiences. For Impressionist photography, inspiration could be drawn from a specific moment, place, mood, or emotion that the photographer wants to convey. Inspiration is the starting point of creative process, and it drives the photographer to capture an image that expresses their unique vision. Imagination is the ability to visualize something that does not exist in reality. Imagination allows you to push beyond what is expected and create something unique and expressive. In Impressionist photography, imagination can help you to see beyond the surface level of a scene and to capture the essence of a moment. Innovation involves taking risks and trying new things. In Impressionist photography, innovation can mean experimenting with different techniques, breaking the rules of traditional photography, or finding new ways to express emotions and ideas. Innovation allows you to break free from convention and create fresh and exciting images. One of the key features of Impressionist photography is its emphasis on mood and atmosphere. Unlike the other genres that strive for clarity and detail, Impressionist photography seeks to capture the essence of a scene through soft, dreamy images that convey movement, emotion, and impression. This approach allows for greater creative expression and encourages you to take risks and try new techniques. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the most popular techniques used in Impressionist photography and how they can be applied to create unique and captivating images. Defocusing is a technique that can be used in Impressionist photography to create ethereal, dreamy images. It involves intentionally blurring the image by defocusing the lens or using a soft focus filter. This technique can create a sense of mystery and atmosphere by obscuring details and creating a softer, more impressionistic image. Defocusing can be a powerful tool to create images that convey a sense of mood and emotion by emphasizing the beauty and artistry. Defocusing can also be used to create circles of bokeh, which are the aesthetic quality of the out-of-focus areas in an image. Bokeh can add depth and dimension to the image and can be particularly effective when combined with other Impressionist techniques, such as selective focus. Selective focus is another technique that is often used in Impressionist photography to create a sense of depth and atmosphere. This technique involves focusing on a specific part of the scene while allowing the rest of the image to blur out of focus. This can be achieved by using a shallow depth of field and by manually focusing the lens on a specific area of the scene. By doing so, you can create images that emphasize certain elements of the scene and convey a sense of mood and atmosphere. Selective focus can be used to draw the viewer's eye to a specific point of interest or to create a sense of depth and a space in the image. ICM, or intentional camera movement, it's a popular technique for creating abstract and painterly images. It involves moving the camera during exposure, intentionally introducing blur and distortion into the image. This technique can be used to convey a sense of motion, energy, and atmosphere in a scene, creating images that are full of mood and emotion. ICM requires a certain degree of experimentation and creativity, as there are many different ways to introduce movement into the image. Some photographers may choose to pan the camera horizontally or vertically, creating long streaks of color and light that convey a sense of motion. Others may rotate the camera in a circular motion, creating abstract and swirling patterns in the image. To achieve the best results with ICM, it is essential to experiment with different camera settings, such as shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. A slower shutter speed can create more pronounced blur and distortion, while a faster shutter speed can capture some detail in the image. Multiple exposure is a technique that has been used in photography for many years, but it has recently become more popular among Impressionist photographers. It involves taking 2 or more exposures on the same sensor frame, creating a composite image that blends different elements of the scene. This technique can be used to create surreal and dreamy images full of texture and mood that convey a sense of emotion and impression. One of the most crucial aspects of multiple exposure is planning. To create a successful multiple exposure image, you must carefully consider the elements that you want to blend together and how you want to layer the images. This can involve taking 2 or more photos that complement each other, such as landscape and a portrait, or 2 abstract images that can be blended together to create a unique and expressive image. As you can see, the techniques used in Impressionist photography offers you endless possibilities for creativity. Through experimentation and exploration, you can discover new techniques and push the boundaries of Impressionist photography, creating truly one-of-a-kind images and bringing your unique vision and style to your Impressionist photographs. Photography is an art form that requires creativity, and to achieve creative expression, it is essential to experiment and take risks. Here are some tips for attaining creative expression in your photography. Experimenting with different techniques, styles, and subject matter is essential. Don't be afraid to take risks and try something new, even if it feels outside your comfort zone. Experimentation and taking risks can lead to unexpected and unique results that can help you develop your style and vision. Set yourself challenges or assignments to help push your creative boundaries. For example, you could try shooting only in black and white for a week, or experiment with a new technique or piece of equipment. By challenging yourself, you can expand your skill set and develop new ways of seeing and photographing the world. Embracing limitations can be a powerful way to foster creativity. For example, you could limit yourself to shooting only with a single lens or at a particular time of day. By embracing limitations, you can force yourself to think creatively and find new ways to express your vision. Inspiration can come from many sources, such as art, literature, nature, or personal experiences. Seek out sources of inspiration that resonate with you and your creative vision. Study the work of other photographers and artists who inspire you, and use their work as a jumping-off point for your creative expression. If you find yourself in a creative rut when inspiration seems elusive and ideas feel stagnant, it is important to remember that creativity is a dynamic process that can be nurtured and restored. So let's delve into a range of practical strategies that can help you reignite the spark of your imagination. Taking a break from photography can help you gain a fresh perspective and reignite your creativity. Take a break from shooting and focus on other creative activities such as drawing, writing, or painting. This can help you approach photography with a renewed sense of creativity and energy. Exploring new locations can be a great way to break out of creative rut. Visit new places and challenge yourself to find interesting and unique perspectives. This can help you see the world with fresh eyes and find new ways to express your vision. Collaboration can be a powerful way to spark creativity. You can learn new techniques and approaches and gain fresh inspiration by working with others. Work with other photographers, artists, or models to create images that push your creative boundaries. As you can see, creativity is essential as it infuses photography with emotional impact, turning it into a powerful art form. Photography relies heavily on creativity, enabling us to express ourselves in a distinctive way and produce truly unique images. Without creativity, photography can become monotonous and uninspired, failing to captivate the viewers with its aesthetic appeal. Impressionist photography is an excellent example of how creativity can be used to push the boundaries of traditional photography and create images that are both beautiful and expressive. Through various techniques, photographers can create their own distinct visual language and signature style. They can play with different levels of abstraction, explore the boundaries between reality and imagination, and challenge traditional notions of sharpness and clarity in photography. One of the fascinating aspects of Impressionist photography is its ability to convey emotions and atmospheres in a subjective and abstract manner. This approach enables to evoke a range of emotions and responses from viewers, inviting them to interpret and engage with the images on a deeper level. Nature photography is a popular avenue for Impressionist photographers, allowing them to capture the ever-changing beauty of landscapes, flora and fauna, in a fresh and unconventional way. The resulting images often showcase a harmonious blend of colors, textures, and light, emphasizing the sublime aspect of natural world. Impressionist photography can also be harnessed to depict the energy and dynamism of urban environments. This approach highlights the interplay of light, movement, and architectural elements, giving viewers a sense of the city's rhythm and character. As you embark on your creative journey, remember this: let your passion, curiosity, and hunger for innovation guide you. With each click of the shutter, you hold the power to create images that touch people deeply, challenge their way of seeing things, and leave a lasting impression on their hearts and minds. Embrace this power and use it to tell stories, capture moments of beauty, and share your unique vision with the world. Always keep in mind that your photography reflects who you are inside and gives others a glimpse into your unique way of seeing the world. Embrace the endless possibilities of creative exploration and let your camera to be the tool that brings your imagination to life. The world is excited to witness your artistic talent, hear your voice, and experience your unique perspective through your captivating images. So unleash your creativity, set your spirit free, and watch as your photography soars. That concludes our discussion for today. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to see you next time.